Okay, welcome back. This lesson is to teach you how to add fractions. We have two types of fractions. We can have fractions that have a common denominator. What does that mean? A number that is the same on the bottom of the fractions, like this. We can have 2 out of 4 plus 6 out of 4. And we can have something like this, 2 out of 8 plus 4 out of 6. We're about to learn the two types. So the rule for adding fractions is that you have to have the same number on the denominator of both fractions. If you don't have them, we will learn how to have them. So if we have something like this, if the 4 in both fractions is the same, we're going to write it down out the same. It does not get added. However, we add the numbers on top or the numerator. 2 plus 6 is 8. Now, we ended up having an improper fraction, and I made a previous video about proper and improper fractions. If you end up with an improper fraction, the condition to do this is to simplify it. So 8 out of 4, I can do that through long division. Now, 8 divided by 4 gives you 2. 2 times 4 is 8. Subtract them, you get a 0, and the answer is 2. Or the quotient is 2. Let's now do one problem where you have uncommon denominator. Now, the case for this one is to do the following. First of all, I have to look for a common multiple, and there was also a video about finding common multiples for 8 and 6, and I can have something like 48. Now, I turned the 8 into 48, and I also turned the 6 into a 48. So how does that 8 become a 48? Well, I multiplied it by a 6. And the rule of equivalent fractions tells us that if you do something on the bottom of a fraction, you gotta do it on top also. So 8 times 6, I also gotta do it up here. 2 times 6 gives us 12. You write it in the new renamed fraction. Now, how does the 6 become 48? Times 8. What is 4 times 8? 32. Now, the common denominator remains the same on the answer. And then you add the numerator, 12 plus 32, that should give you 44. Now this is a proper fraction. To simplify proper fraction, you don't do long division. What do? We do something called dividing by a common factor. Now these two are even numbers, so I can divide by something like I say 2. So 44 divided by 2 will give us 22. 48 divided by 2 will give us 24. Still, I'm able to simplify more here because these two are even numbers. Divided by 2, divided by 2. That should give us 11 out of 12. And that is your answer. Now, if you would like to try one by yourself, you can solve the following. Add this fraction. And let me know what is the answer in the comment section. Thank you for watching.